What's up, people? This is Nature Girl 30 here, and I am coming to you with a slight detour for all the guys out there. Now, I just watched a really great documentary called Diary of a Tired Black Man. And honestly, I was floored. As a woman, I really do believe that it was great. It wasn't black woman bashing or anything. It was saying exactly from what a man's perspective is. It talks about a young couple, James and Tanya. They've been married for 4 years. They're African American couple. What they go through from day to day, and what James goes through. Now, James is from the Caribbean. Like he's not from the United States. So his culture was completely different from what she went through as being an American. It talks about, she talks about her abuse and what she went through in her past. And James pretty much, he really does care about her and pretty much tries to do everything he possibly can. But it also shows even a good man can get fed up. Even a good man can walk out. And it pretty much talks about what James goes through and from the marriage, the during the marriage and also after they separate and after they get a divorce. So honestly, it was really good because not only does it show the perspective of James, it also shows the perspective of real men out there. He interviews the person that made the movie interviews several men and several women from different states and different cities and see what their perspective is on this. And I loved it. I was floored when I actually saw what the women had to say. And it wasn't for all women. Some women were educated. Some women were in relationships, and some women weren't. And the same thing with men. The men were just tired. And it's like, when you're out there and you see a woman pretty much treating a man like crap, you're like, oh man, he must just like the abuse. No. I mean, he's so desensitized to it that he's just there. And he's completely demasculated and he just takes it like he doesn't care anymore. It kind of takes away his manhood. And that's one thing that they actually talk about. And it's out there. It really does happen. And I think that some women forget that men are men. Men need to be treated with respect the way that you want to be treated. And they don't deserve to be stepped on and walked on, just like you don't deserve to be stepped on and walked on. And that's one thing that the guy that was doing the film actually tried to emphasize is that don't take your old baggage with you into your new one. Because your old baggage can mess up your new one, and that's what happened with Tanya. Her old baggage damaged her present relationship with her husband, and they had a daughter together. And the one thing that kind of struck a chord with me is the fact of what that little girl that they had was seeing, because it can create a cycle. You got a daughter and you treating your husband like crap in front of her, she's going to end up treating all men like crap when she gets older because that's all she's going to see. And that's all she's going to know. I was absolutely floored. I mean, I know I said that about 3 times, but for real. The biggest thing that kind of struck a chord with me, and not so much with the angry black woman syndrome, because honestly, we all know that's out there. We all know it exists. We all know the causes of it, especially when, and I'm gonna say this one thing. Sisters, do not listen to your friends all the time. You can hear what they want to say. You can let them talk, but don't take anything they say with a grain of salt. Just let them talk. Be an ear. Because there are times that what they say is nothing but nonsense. And if you follow that, that can mess you up. And that was one thing that all the men were talking about. Is how when all the women talk with their sisters and they talk bad about them, it just spirals some out of control. And that's true. That's one thing I do believe. You shouldn't talk about your man behind his back. It's just wrong. But anyhow, that's not the thing that kind of floored me. The one thing that floored me the most was what the definition of a strong black woman was. Half the women out there were like, I'm not going to take no mess. I'm not going to let my man do this, and I'm not going to let him act like that. And I'm like, what? You think that's the definition of what a strong black woman is? Really? No. That's not it at all. The definition to me of what a strong black woman is a woman that maintains her integrity, maintains herself, maintains who she is. Regardless of what she has gone through, she kept it. She maintains her integrity no matter what is thrown at her. No matter if her husband leaves her or somebody dies or any traumatic event that she goes through, she still maintains her integrity and never brings it into her present relationship, and still stays straight. That's what a black woman. That's what a strong black woman is to me. And just hearing that, just like talking bad to him and yelling at him in public. That's what a strong black woman is. No, and I was floored how misinformed some black women are about what a strong black woman is. And it really does make me sad because I don't think a lot of black women see that no more. It's not emphasized no more. And that makes me sad, them believing that that's what it is, and it's not. But honestly, no matter what race you are, if you are black, if you are white, if you are Asian, who doesn't matter what race you are, you should literally sit down and watch this documentary with your man. Because not only will it be an eye opener for him, it'll be an eye opener for you as a woman as well. This is the Nature Girl 30, getting off the detour. See you later.